Hello, welcome to the channel. I'm Dan the Happy Idiot, and today we're going to be tearing apart a Weaver G4. The G4 and G6s were made from 1947 to 1954. The G6 is basically the same, just a little bit longer, different lens in the objective. This is the friction style adjusters. And this is the click style adjusters. These click when you turn them. Usually I see them with these on, with the friction style. Okay, so we're going to tear this one apart. Get over there. Undo the objective lens. Get the t-shirt. Clean that off. And I'll clean the exterior when I put it back in. Go to the ocular lens. And where's that? Right here. I made this thing. This goes in a little nib and a little cutout of the lens retainer, and it makes it easier to unscrew. It's still rather long though, so you can talk amongst each other or talk amongst yourselves or just stare at each other and feel awkward. Either way is good. So this lens retainer's coming out. It's just got a long way to go. And it's real fine threads. And you could do this with a screwdriver. Basically like so. Just put this in the cutout and just spin it around like that, but it's so much easier with the little tool I made. And I'll make these for a bunch of scopes. I don't sell them because I just make them for me, and these work. This isn't perfect. I've made better ones, but it works nonetheless. Okay, so we'll put this, push the lenses down. And like I say on all the scopes, you want to keep the orientation the same. And that's still got the gasket on the inside for the outer lens. So we'll take and clean the lenses up. Here's the outer lens. I'm putting it in that way because it's the way it came out. Yep. I'll put it's got 4 fiber gaskets. It's usually best to put them in one at a time. That way they don't get all goofy on you. Okay, now we get to the inner lens of the ocular lens assembly. We'll drop that in there. And you want to make sure that it doesn't flip the wrong way on you. And then we'll put the other gasket on. And now we can put the lens retainer back on. And again, this is real fine threads and got to go a long way, so talk amongst yourselves. These little lens removers, or the lens retainer removers that I've made, usually they turn out better than this one. This one's not so good, but it works good enough. Okay. So there's that lens assembly. Now we'll take the Erector lens assembly out. The G4 and the G6, they all have this screw right behind the turret. And that's what you undo to take the Erector lens assembly out. Good, good in the middle. And usually they just slide right out. The crosshairs stay in there, and I'm just leaving them in there. And this is the lens assembly. Right now you have to notice this screw goes into this piece and holds that in place. So we have to line that up when we put it back in. And I'm just going to use a screw to undo this. Screwdriver to undo that, I mean. Put that over. There's the first lens. Second lens and the orifice thing. Orifice thing fell. And the last lens. So I'll go ahead and clean this one. Put it in. Go ahead and wipe this one off. Put the orifice thing on there. And then the last lens, clean it off real quick. And put that in. Then I'll get the lens retainer. Screw that in. And I'm not going to put it tight. I'm just going to put it to where it holds everything together. Because I have to go around. Oh, it lined right up. Look at that. Today's my lucky day. And tighten this up. Good. And then push this in with my Mossberg tube. Line the inner threads with the outer hole for the screw. Then tighten that up. Put the objective lens in. phosphor tube out, and then put the ocular lens in. And I'll look through, and it's clean. These screws here can be loosened, and then this turret assembly can be slid forward or slid backward to adjust the parallax. Make sure these are tightened. Okay. Alright, so that was the Weaver G4, G6, very similar. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Dan the Happy Idiot. Have a great day.